Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Famous words of boxer Muhammad Ali. Does pretty well to translate to the gridiron where, you're talking about the most elusive and powerful running backs in Eastern Mass. We have a bit of both. I'm Zuri Berry. He's Bob Holmes. You're watching The Huddle, our high school football show where you get the previews and highlights of the top games from each and every single week. But today, we're talking about the top 5 running backs in Eastern Mass. Bob, tell me about a guy you know by the name of Todd Collier, St. Mary's Lynn.
Yeah, 16 touchdowns last year, 1,300 yards rushing as a junior, and the best thing about him is he's got a chip on his shoulder this year because St. Mary's fell just a little bit short in one game of going to the playoffs. This is their year.
Spelman, it's the #1 game. We're all looking forward to that one, but we're looking forward to all the games, trying to get it all done and win.
In the South Shore League, there were a ton of good teams, but arguably the best team to not make the playoffs last year was East Bridgewater. This year, again, they're powered by Casey DeAndre, and, he's good. He's back. What does that mean for the South Shore League?
It means there's a lot of trouble for opposing defenses because this kid is really good. 23 touchdowns last year, including 7 of more than 70 yards. No question, he's got the moves like Jagger. Get it?
Looking at this list, we got a kid from Blue Hills here, Bob. Did you notice that?
Very different.
Vincent Burton has put Blue Hills on the map. We actually talked to this kid. He's a pretty nice kid. Take a look at what he had to say.
Even though I may not look like it, but I think my best asset is power. I like to play on grass because it gives me that traction so I can really get that lift off, off my stance and stuff. But yeah, power is probably my best asset. I'm pretty tall for a running back, but I try to stay low as possible. I'm trying to go as far as possible, higher division as I can play. I know I have to work harder to be able to go to a higher division, but it's going to be hard.
Bob, what do we need to know about Mr. Burton and these Blue Hills Warriors?
You need to know that in 11 games last year, he scored 30 touchdowns, which is really impressive. And he ran for more than 1,500 yards.
Kid's a beast. One of the perks of working on Morrissey Boulevard is right across the street from BC High. They're always stacked with talent. And in the last couple years, we got a chance to watch Preston Cooper. The kid is amazing. Last year's Catholic Conference Offensive Player of the Year. Bob, has this kid peaked yet?
For the sake of the Catholic Conference, I hope so, because he was really, really good last year. Very rare for them to hand out an honor like that to a junior, but he deserved it. Now
Preston was pretty amazing, but last year we also have a kid that has 8 touchdowns on his resume, and he moonlights as a quarterback.
Yeah, Andrew Koch from Andover. Boy, what a season he had, and what a game that was, that 8 overtime game against Lowell. I think he had that 8 touchdowns in that. Finished as the leading scorer in Division I this past year.
Before we move on, is there anybody that we're missing on this list here?
Yeah, 2 kids to keep an eye on. Brian Roca from Dighton Rehoboth, who was All-Scholastic for us last year, and also our reigning Division IIA Player of the Year, George Cron from Concord Carlisle.
Oh, pretty good players right there. In fact, I saw George a number of times. He's good. Okay, so you guys can let us know who we're missing on our list on boston.com/schools. You can also catch out our 10 teams to watch, 5 quarterbacks you can't miss, and 5 top flight receivers to watch. I'm Zuri. This is Bob. See you next time.